Y bueno, ¿y en qué momento dijiste, ya es hora de irme a lo profesional? Ya estoy listo para aventarme con los leones por la feria.
The transition happened when I lost in the trials of Vernon Forest, and I was like, I wanted to go in '92, but I lost to Vernon. I did go to the Nationals in 1988. I fought against Kelsey Banks and all those guys, so I was kind of primed for the amateur team. But professional, actually, fighting was really what I loved the most. Amateur was really good, and I traveled all over the world. I learned a lot of different things, but I think that growing up, like I said, in California, I grew up in more of a professional style type of fighting, more of a style where, you know, you want to mix it up a little bit. You want to test the other fighter and knock them out. You know, just want to, you know, win on points. And I think that growing up, that was the way we grew up. We grew up, okay, we're going for the knockout. We're not going for, you know, this point system thing. So it was a little different.
Claro. Tu primera pelea profesional, ¿cómo fue la experiencia pues en la transición? ¿Cómo lo sentiste? ¿Cómo después de haber peleado mucho amateur, cómo te sentías arriba del ring en profesional?
So when I turned professional, I vowed that I didn't want anybody to go the distance unless, you know, I wasn't just letting them go the distance. They had to work to actually go the distance. And I think that sparring with Zach Padilla and Gennaro Hernandez are both world champions. I think Gennaro was a champion at 130. Zach Padilla was champion at 140. And I was 135, but I wasn't a champion yet. So every single day I was sparring with those guys every single day to help them. I had to help Zach. I'd do like 12 rounds with Zach. And I'd do 6 rounds with Gennaro Hernandez. And then he had other fighters he had, you know, to come in and spar with him as well. So I think the transition of professional, when I first got hit, boom, I was like, it's a lot different from the amateurs, you know, like the no headgears and the gloves are like, you hear the sound go through the audience. It's like, that, you know, right when you hit them, bat. It's like, okay, it's a real hit. It's not, we're not playing around no more. Yeah. And one other thing too that you learn very quickly is to keep that chin tucked. Because a lot of times when you're amateur, you're shh, and boom, you hit the chin. And when you get on the chin as professional, it's like boom, like whoa, okay. And my chin is tucked up the whole time. So yeah, it was a lot different. Well, the mentality is different. And I think that growing up in California, my mentality was already that way, where it was like, okay, I'm coming to get that knockout in. And I sparred with pretty much all professional fighters when I was amateur in California, all the top professionals. I mean, everybody. I mean, I even sparred with Zuma Nelson when I was 15 years old. I sparred with Paul Gonzalez, the Olympic gold medalist, when I was 14. So it's like Jeremy Williams. He's heavyweight, and I sparred with him when we was young. I sparred with everybody. Chavez Sr. when he was, you know, when he had just beat Moses Taylor. And I sparred him in Huntington Park. So I mean, we, you know, the going to professional ranks was like more my speed. It was like what I wanted in a fight, in the way I want to fight. So it was great for me.
Fíjate que he estado aquí cerca y he hecho algunas entrevistas con mexicanos y algunos de ellos me han dicho que el boxeo no les apasionaba, no les gustaba. Por lo que alcanzo a escuchar de ti, siempre te gustó desde muy chiquito y estabas enamorado del boxeo.
Yes, yeah, I love boxing. I mean, I remember this one world champion, legendary Marlon Starr, told me that he said, you don't just love boxing, you're in love with boxing. So, yeah, from the beginning, I knew like I was that kid that needed to win, that had to win. So boxing was like, we're one-on-one, they're my size, my age, everything is matching up right. That one-on-one is like, I can choose whether I win or lose, not a team. So I loved boxing from the beginning. And I just had to make sure that when I was a kid, I made sure that I was the best. So like, I have to be the best. So I really, you know, fought for that.
¿A qué edad empezaste a visualizar, así como con el amor que le tenías al boxeo? ¿Cuándo visualizaste así la idea de yo quiero ser campeón del mundo?
I told my mother before she passed away, I told her that I'm going to be world champion. I'm going to be one of the best. When I was 10 years old, I told them when I was 10, I'm going to be world champion and I'm going to be one of the greats. And my mother, they all believed me because they knew that I was psycho. I was crazy, that I had to like win. Like I remember being in junior police and doing 100 push-ups, 100 setups. Like they give you a minute to do it. So I do 100 push-ups in a minute, and I do 100 sit-ups in a minute. And I run the mile. I was 6 years old. I run the mile like in 6 minutes and something when I was 6. You know, so it was like I was just that kid that was very determined. And they knew that if I set my mind to it, that I was going to do it. So yeah, when I was 10 years old, I knew I was going to be world champion. I put my claim on it at 10.
Bueno, ¿quién en este deporte no está loco para subirse a tirar golpes y recibir golpes? Todos estamos locos.
I think so. I think that to be at the top, I think that all these fighters that you probably interview, and they probably had the same story. You probably had the same story. Didn't like to lose and had to win. And you find a lot of not just fighters like if we say Kobe Bryant, like a basketball player, or you have the football player over here. There's that one kid somewhere that's just like, I gotta win, and they just want to learn everything. And I was just that kid. Like I ran into so many world champions in California till I would be at the ringside watching the world champions workout train. I remember Richard Sandoval was getting ready for his world champion fight against Jeff Chandler. And I was sitting there by the ringside watching him, watch everything. The body shots, watch the way he threw the right way he threw the body shot, the right way he twisted it. I mean, I was just that kid that had to learn every little thing and watch every little thing, and then I could say, okay, yeah, I know it's doing. I got you. I just watch and walk. I got you.
Pues ya me has platicado de todo, del inicio de tu carrera, el amateur, tu pasión por el boxeo, tu pasión por querer ser campeón del mundo. ¿Cuál fue de todas las peleas antes de ser campeón del mundo por primera vez una pelea complicada para ti?
Well, I did almost lose it. My last fight with Vernon Forrest, that was a complicated fight because when I look at it, I see that we did a headbutt. And then after the headbutt, he caught me with a short right hand, boom, and buckled me. And then after that, I tried to cover up and then come with uppercut, boom, and almost knocked me out. So, yeah, that was a bad feeling in there, buzzing around the ring, and the first time ever being in that situation because I was 38-0 with 35 knockouts, and yeah, first time being in that situation, and I have to say, I showed that not only could I dish out punches, but I could also take, because I went the full 12 rounds, and I was trying to knock him out all the way to the end of the 12th round. Even though he almost knocked me out 2 times, I still got up and fought, with everything I got to win. So, yeah, that would be the first time.